EPS. I'll select the EPS. It's already in Primavera P6 Training match. I click next. I call it assignment 1. Let's see that is the project ID, assignment 1. The project name is construction project. All right. Then the start date is meant to be, planned start date is meant to be June 30. I go to June 30. I click select. There's no specific finish date, so I move on to next. The responsible manager, based on the item 1.2, is supposed to be enterprise. I click enterprise. I click select. I click next. I leave every other thing. Congratulations. Then we have our project. All right, so I've been able to create that project based on the 1.1 instruction. The project ID, project name, plan start date, must finish. Okay, I omitted something. Maybe the must finish date, I omitted it. I will need to go and edit that one back. Then also the calendar. So if I want to do the other things, we go to general. Okay, we have done the enterprise. We go to dates, must finish by. So I need to do that. Must finish by. The must finish by is December 30. December 30. I click select. What else do I need to do? The calendar. I will need to look for the calendar to use. Okay, so we will still pick that calendar as we update the progress. All right, so I've done that. Then the next thing I want to do is to now create the WPS. So what I need to do is just to enter the project first. Let's enter the project. We right click. You click and open project. So we are in the activity list. All right. Then I come to the left. I click WPS. This is the WPS that we have. You can see assignment 1, construction project enterprise, is looking at like what we have on that assignment. So, but if you look at this place, you will see that it's only on the chart view. I go to the table view, then I have my assignment. I click hard. I want to do my WPS now, work breakdown structure. I have the first one. Let me click the name. The first one is supposed to be initiation. All right, so you can see that it has already given me that 1.1 already. I right click again. I click hard. The next one is planning. All right, but you can see that it's already giving me the number that I don't want. Why? It's already giving me a hierarchy that I don't want. I just come to the right here. I click move left. I have 1.2. Okay, so I click add. Plan. That's the planning, right? Execution. Then I will not forget to indent it to the left so that everything will still be on the same page. I click hard. I don't need to bother myself about this numbering. It's already giving me that numbering. I just need to implementation, monitoring and control. All right, I make sure I indent it 1.4. Add close out, right? All right, so everything is aligned and is looking at. So I need to go to the image. You can see, so 1.2 I've been able to do 1.2 very easily. All I just need to do now is to save it in PDF. How do I do that? I go to my file. I can do so many things, but let's see the page preview first. Okay, so I think this is excellent. I don't even need to do anything. All right, print to PDF. I click OK. I just ensure that make sure that the printer you select is Microsoft Print to PDF. All right, so this is assignment number one. Assignment number one. So I click it. So I've been able to do that very easily. So I've saved that. All right, so we go to the next thing to do, and this is where we had the activities. I close this, I come back to my table. So we go to activities. All right, so it's already giving me this. So when you want to do activity, you come to the right, you can click add. It's giving me activity number one, and remember the activity nomenclature is 100, the ID rather, and the first activity is milestone, initiate project. All right, so we click next, we pick the WPS. Make sure you pick the right WPS. It's supposed to be under 1.1. you click 1.1 here, you click add. So if you don't do that, it's going to go and put it under the project direct. You need to make sure you pick this one, you click add. So it has registered it, right? You click next. Then we are being asked that the activity type should be put as start milestone. All right, you pick it. So automatically when you pick a start milestone as your activity type, it automatically gives you 0 duration. That duration is 0. Then we just continue at this stage. We click finish. So I'm going to be very fast now. So we do the same thing. Then we click the next activity. This one will be 200. So if you have not done your assignment, just go along with me and just be doing it now, so that you'll be able to submit. If you have any question, you just let me know. Project brief. So it's still under initiation 1.1. We are good. All other ones can be tax dependent. We are not assigning any resource at this stage. We leave the unit. The duration, we leave it as 5. It's 5 that is on the duration also. Then we click finish. So it has given me 5. We click the next activity. The next activity is 300 and is detailed design. 300 detailed design. All right, the duration is under 1.2. You pick 1.2. The duration is 30 days. 30 days. You are done. 30 days, we have it. Then you click again. The next activity is town planning approval. That is 400. Town planning approval. Next, town planning approval is still under 1.2, so we are good. The duration is 60 days. 60 days. Okay, you click next. Go to the next activity. That is 500. Tab, award, project, and assign roles. Okay, so you didn't include that data date, sir. Okay, I didn't include data date. Yes, I didn't include data date, but we will do that. We will do that. Thank you for notifying me. All right. So award and assign roles, that is 10 days. It's under award and it's still under 1.2. 10 days. Okay, next is 600. Tab, civil works, elect, and make works. All right, the duration is 100 days. Is it 1.3? So you just pick the WPS 1.3 you had, you move forward, you put the 100 days, right? Then you finish, you add again. That will be 700. Tab, project tracking, next. Project tracking is under 1.4. You pick 1.4 you had. Move, the duration is 90 days. You move, you finish, you had. That's 800. And this snagging, next. Snagging is 1.5. You pick the WPS, you move, is just 5 days. 5 days, that's the default. Finish. Then we go to 900. Tab, project completion is a must finish. That's 1.5. Add the milestone. The activity type is finish milestone, and automatically it comes to 0. We finish. So we are also supposed to save in PDF. All right, so just a minute, let's see what we have here. So we are supposed to save this in milestone also. Something is not right here. Just a minute. So the project start date, Let me pick the project start date is June. Okay, June 30. All right, so I ought to have picked this at the beginning. That's why it's showing me this now. June. Let me quickly do that. Assuming I forgot to pick this at the beginning, assuming I picked it, it will have not given me this. June 30. So most times, if you don't get these things done at the beginning very well, it saves you waste a lot of time. So let me quickly get that done. All right, so we have this. So at this stage, all you just need to do is we have not done any scheduling, nothing. Just save this PDF as it is. So if we are trying to save the PDF now, you just go to print. Let's look at our page setup. What do we have there? Let's check print preview if we are okay. So this is page 1 of 1. So this is fair. You can easily save this. So you can easily save this. That is the instruction. Print. You will pick assignment. Okay, that is you can just name it 1.2 assignment. So that's 1.2. Okay, so saving that, you have done justice to 1.2. all right, so we move on. Then we go to 1.3. What is expected of us in 1.3? That is where we okay, we go to 1.4. So under 1.4 is where we had the relationship. Under 1.4 is where we had the relationship. All right, so you can see that all the activities are still starting on the same day. No, even though we have a different duration for them, but they are still starting on the same day. So the next thing is we want to add the relationship to them and see what is going to happen. So to add the relationship, there are so many ways you can go about it. You can see when you click this, you will see under activity is highlighted. When you scroll down, 200 is highlighted. When you scroll down, 300, 400 and stuff like that. So there are so many ways you can do this. You can decide to say, I want to use successor. You understand? Then I will say activities. This activity 100 has been selected, which is initiate project. I can say I want to be assigning successor here one by one. All right, that is one way. So if I pick 200 for instance, and I click add, 200 will be added, and then relationship, you change it to the relationship there is SS. That's how to do that. So I can also do it differently. Okay, I can do it differently. If I want to do it differently, I can say I want to use relationship. If you don't have relationship here, you can always go and add it. All right, if you don't customize it, you can come here. If you don't have relationship this place, you just come here, you click you right click, customize activity details. You can see relationship is here. So if it's not on your menu there, it means it will be here, relationship. You will pick it, then you will use this arrow to send it to the right. When you send it to the right, it will be showing here successor. You click apply, you click OK. If you do that, you will be able to see the relationships here. And what does it do? It basically gives you both overviews. It basically gives you predecessor and it gives you successor on both sides. If you want to do that, you can do that. If you don't, so for the sake of let's just follow the successor successor. Let's just use this one. Let's use this one. So we have 100. Our successor is project brief, and the relationship is SS. We don't have any lag that we are supposed to use there, so we are done. So what you do is either you move here, use your cursor to move here, or you can use this arrow to move up and down. You can use this arrow to navigate up and down, right? So we are in one. So we go to 200, we come down. So if we go to 200 and come down, if you go up, you see project brief has been highlighted. So what do? The next successor is we click assign, is 300 and is FS. So we pick 300 here, then we click assign. $300, you click assign, then the assignment comes here. All right, you use this one to pick it, the plus sign. Then what is the relationship? The relationship is FS, so we are good, we leave that. Then we use this arrow to come down, we go to 300. So under 300, our successor is 400. We click 400, we click add. It comes. What's the relationship? Is FS, but the lag is -5. So lag is minus what? -5. All right, so we click -5. So we have done that. Then still under this 300, we are going to have another successor. All right, we come here, that successor is 500 also. We click add. All right, then the lag is +15. +15. So somebody was asking the question initially, so automatically you have done that. You have added two successor to one activity. It's very possible. So we move to the next. We move to the next next activity, and that is 600. We scroll down to 600. All right, when we scroll down to 600, now is predecessor we need to add. Let's see. So we need to add the predecessor for 600, that is 400. We click assign, then we click 400, we add it. So 400 is there. What is the relationship? Nothing. It's FS. So it's FS. You check whether it's FS, we are good. Then you go to, we are in predecessor now, we go to 700 as the activity. Then the successor is 600. You come down here, you pick 600, you add. Then the relationship is SS. You change to SS. There is no, the lag is plus 10. You come here, you write 10. All right, then we go back to 600, activity 600. Now we are going to successor. The successor is 800. You had. So you had, we used to, this is a 600, yes. 600, we've done that. Close this. So successor is 600. You had it. Just a minute. So 600. Then we want to add the successor. Okay, so we've seen it here. So let me delete this. Let me remove this. Yes. So you can see that for 600 the successor is 800 and is FS, so we are good. Then we go to 800, then the successor, let's assign, is 900. We click add, it comes and is FF, finish to finish. So we are actually done. Let me check whether all the things that we were supposed to do has been done. So you just check to be sure. Basically, in real terms, so this the way I've structured this is just for us to be able to get these things done. In real projects, how do we do this? For me, if I want to do a project and I want to add my successor, I look at the what you do is you look at the relationship. You understand? How do they interrelate? Which ones are happening concurrently? Which ones are going to be delayed before the next activity comes? So the premeditation, as it were, has been done for this assignment. In real terms, you just need to check the how these activities are related. That is what is going to determine how this successor and predecessor thing works. All right, so this one, all these numbers that I put here is just for the sake of this assignment. All right, so what are we supposed to do? Save in PDF format, and we are supposed to call it PDF2. All right, so let me close this. So if you want to save in PDF format, you can see that these bars have not really, everything is still starting on the same date. All right, so but for the sake of PDF2, you just come here. Let's see what we have under print PV, whether it's good. How many pages? It's page 1 of 1. Okay, so maybe we can still leave this. You can easily just save it. Okay, so this is meant to be PDF2. All right, I have one PDF2 here, don't mind me, I will say PDF3. All right, so that is 1.4. Now we go to 1.5. all right, so the last thing for us to do is to add the constraint, was 1.5. 1.5. So we add the constraint on 1. We bring your detail up. The constraint is what? Just a minute. All right, if you don't take this thing up, you will not see this constraint. So we have to add the constraint. So this is constraint under detail on activity 100. So we come out, you come to, yes, so the constraint says start on or after. Start on or after. One has to be very, very careful when it comes to the issue of constraints. Ideally, you don't go here if you don't really need to add this, because this has a lot of effect on your project. And we need to understand Primavera is a little bit different from Microsoft projects, right? Some of these constraints, if immediately you put them there, they can rearrange. If you are not sure of what you are putting here, it can derail your project the way you don't want it to go. All right, so it's important you understand any constraint you want to put and the implication before you do that. Of course, if you have a definite date, you have something that cannot change, that is the only reason why you even need to come here in the first place. All right, so what is the start on or after July 31st? Start on or after, then we ask for the date, July 1st rather, July 1st, you select it. All right, then the last one is activity 900, and that is finish on or before March 2022. Finish on or before March on or before March 2022. All right, so that is 1.5. We go to 1.6. What are we supposed to do there? We are supposed to assign resource to activity 300. Under your detail, you come to resource, but unfortunately we don't even have, okay, so we do not even have any resource that we have made. We don't have any resource that we have made, so we need to go to resource. I need to create resource. Okay, donut. If I want to create this, if you have not created it, all you just need to do is to come here, then you have this resource ID. Just a minute, you can call it any resource ID, RS, then donut. You create it, engineer donut. All right, then next is a labor resource. It's a labor resource, right? Then the price, it was not specified. The price was not specified. We move on. You can put his email address and stuff like that. Then his calendar also was not specified. You can leave it in 5 work day, or anyone as the case may be. We click next. All right, we click congratulations. Okay, so we are supposed to add donut to number 900, activity 300. Activity 300, resource, just a minute. Add. So resource, you click it. So let me remove. All right. So now there is something budgeted units. So I want to tell the budgeted unit is 300. I'm supposed to make it 3,000. 3,000. All right. So basically, that is what this assignment is all about. So the assignment is a little bit, a lot of things that you need to do, but that is the reality of Primavera P6. Primavera P6 is not for somebody that is not ready to sit down and really learn and do. It's a little bit, to me, I would say it's also not very user friendly. But you go for a lot of projects and they tell you this is what they want, this is what they use. You have to use it. So you need to learn it, you need to understand it. So that is all about activity assignment number 1. So for today, we want to take this same example to the next level. The first thing I want to tell us is the fact that if you are looking at these dates, you will see that the relationships are there, but everything is still starting on the same day, which is not supposed to be. If I want to remove the relationships, I can do like this. The relationships are gone. So the first thing I need to do is I need to schedule it. I need to schedule it based on the relationships that I've added, the duration that I've added, and every other thing. So where to schedule is this time, this F9, right? If you click F9, okay, now the current data date was let me check. The current data date that we didn't put that time is also that June. Let's see if we can put it for that June. It must be a day after June. So let's assume we use July 1. So I want to, now this is the this file is where your data will be stored. Your file is going to give you a report. Scheduling basically generates a report for you. We are going to view the log recent. We're going to view this. So if you want to change the location where you are going to be storing the log, the report, you can always change that file. All right, so I click open, I click schedule. All right, so you can see now that when I click schedule, everything has been shifted to their respective dates, and the the final date for the project is coming up here, March 22. All right, March 23, 2022. You know, we also had a constraint on one, even though that the project should start by July 1st of July. So everything has been scheduled. So basically, you need to do that activity. That's the next step that you do immediately. You do your stuff. So you can see this one is not okay. Why is it not okay? Because when I changed this snagging and every other thing, I didn't have the necessary relationship to snagging. That is why all these ones are here. Assuming I had the necessary relationship to snagging, everything will have gone back to where it's supposed to be. All right, so there's something I want to show us. Let's look at the view log. So this is like a report under schedule. It's like a report. It shows you a lot of details about your project. And when you are running a project, your eye has to be on those data. What are they saying? What is the implication of the information that you are getting from your project? What does it do? It basically allows you to take informed decisions about your project. So let's look at the view log. Under the view log, the default project assignment 1 project, then scheduling settings, scheduling, leveling, relationship, and stuff like that. What's the statistics? The project is 1, activities are 9, they have not started. 9 have not started, in progress is 0, completed is 0, relationship is 6. You can see that about some of them doesn't have relationship. Activities with constraint, everything is giving you. Is there any error? Is there any warning? So what are the warnings? Warnings is telling us activities without predecessor. It doesn't really matter. Activities without successor. So it's just highlighting the activities that does not have predecessor. In some cases, some activities are just stand alone and they don't need all this. But all those details, you get it from the log. All right. Then exceptions, critical activities. This, to me, in this report, please listen to this. To me, in this report, what is most important for me is critical activities. That is the most important. So what does it mean? It means if you want your project to go according to plan, any of this activity on this critical part, this is the minimum time that this project will be completed, they should not sleep. They should not sleep. So when you open this report, I think the most important thing is just these critical activities. They are the critical part. All right. So that is that about that. And you can see that this thing is highlighted and is showing yellow. Everything is highlighted. You know, we are in 2024 and the date for this assignment is 2021. That's why you can see everything is being shown there like that, and it's telling us that we really need to move with that project. So we have been able to schedule. Now, what are the next things for us to do? I really want to go through some of the things that is left for us. Number one is concerning our interface. I did tell us somebody's mouse, somebody is disturbing us. Mute. Okay. All right. So basically, what are the other things we want to do? We want to look at how we can move around our interface. If there are some activities that you don't like here, actual labor. All right. Actual labor, if we don't need this, you can easily remove this column if you don't need it. All you just need to do is to go to your let me see, You can right click, you can go to columns. This actual label unit, I don't want it, taking it out. I click apply, it's gone. Alright, that is gone. These are durations. This is original duration, this is remaining duration. You can decide to also do a lot of things. You can even change, you can change this. You can change this. You can just hold it down. You want to move your column around, you can hold it down, you can shift it, it moves like that. And if you don't also like this description of all these columns, you can change them from the default. Let's see, for instance, OD. OD is original duration. You can edit it. You can give it another original duration. You can give it all origin do. Click OK. You can see origin do. You click apply. You can see it has changed. All right, it has changed. It has changed. You can change it, you can sort it, you can do so many things with it. Also, if you don't like the dimension, the width and of this your table, you can right click, then we go to tables, font and rows. Here you can change your font. Just a minute. It's taking time. Just move on. Let me check if there's anybody with any question. So you can change your font to whatever font you want. Aptos. You can change the color of your font as you want. Your rows and your columns, the width, you can change it if you want to increase it. This select height for rows, this is just this height. Optimize height for row content, you can do that. All right, 2 lines per row, do not exceed. You click apply. You understand? So you can use that one to amend this. You can change the color, you can change so many things. Now, for some of us that have been using Primavera P6, and for those who have not used it, usually when you have a project, people can send you updates of your project. You are supposed to merge it with your project. We will do that basically next week, but I just want to tell us. So the next thing we want to do is baseline. In Primavera, most times, somebody can just send you an update. He has updated it, he sends it to you. You are meant to merge it with what you have. There are ways to get that one done. All right, so usually when you start a project, you save it as baseline. You save it as baseline. And the procedure is to, here we have maintain and we have assign. The first thing you do is you maintain your baseline, and the next one is you assign your baseline. So to save it, baseline is basically a pictorial, a capture of the details of a project at any particular point in time. And it is ideal that when you start your project, after sign off, the first thing you do is you save it. So before I click maintain baseline. All right, so this is maintain baseline, right? Project construction. I click add. So it says, what you like to do? Save a copy of the current project as a new baseline, or convert another project to a new baseline of the current project. All right, so what we want to do here is to do what? To save a copy of the current project as a new baseline. We click OK. So it's already coming out with that name, construction project B2. All right, so that's the baseline. It means there was one B1 somewhere before, B1 rather. So at what point are you saving this baseline? Is it as the customer sign off level? Is it at the initial plan? Is it at the last performance update? Is it at the last management sign off, mid project status, or what if project plan? This what if project plan, you use it if you like doing a kind of simulation, right? Let's assume we've done 30% here, we've done 60% here, we've done 20% here. You know, you can save that baseline as a scenario, what if plan. All right, so for the sake of this, I will say initiation plan. All right, initiation plan. I click hard. Okay. All right, so we have done that. We go, no, let me remove this, delete. So we have done B1, we've saved B1. I click close. All right, so the next thing you now do is, so immediately I click that baseline. All right, what do I notice? I notice that on my bar, on my Gantt view, you can see this line. You can see this line under. That line is showing your baseline. That line is showing your baseline. So let's do one experiment now. Okay, but we have only done maintain. Let's now assign. Let's assign. Go to project. You go to assign. So this is the project. So you need to assign that baseline to that project. Please don't forget, you maintain, then you assign. You know, at times you can open an update that has been sent to you. You first of all maintain it, as we call it a baseline. Then when you now want to assign, you now assign it to that project. That is how you merge it together. If you are getting an update from a colleague that you want to incorporate in your global plan, this is where you get it done. So so this one now, I will bring it here. Assuming this is another update from a colleague now, I can easily bring it here. All right, so I just choose primary. Okay, I click OK. So I have assigned it. Don't forget, you maintain and you assign. You maintain and you do what? You assign. So now let's look at something. Let's look at we want to do an update. Let's look at activity 2. Activity 2, let's assume that it has started. Let's assume it has started. This is updating now, and it has done, let's say 50%. Okay, so it has done 50%. You can see now that immediately it does this. So basically, when you are updating, it's either you update through duration, or you can also update in terms of what is remaining. At times it's possible that you have even done 50%, and how many days is remaining. You can also do that here. Let's say we have 3 remaining activity is 3 days. Okay, all right, so you can see now that there is something is happening here. Something is happening here. You can see your baseline under, and you can see your actual progress up. And then if you look at what we now do, let us schedule and see whether this our update. Let's even assume this thing is completed. Let's assume it's completed 100%. It's completed 100%. Okay, so this is completed 100%, and I want to schedule this project again. You can see this date that this project is finished. It's still March 31st. I mean March 23rd. So let me update again. So this scheduling thing is something that one has to be doing every time you want to update. When you update, you are supposed to schedule. That is the way this one works. That's the way you work. You can see that by the virtue of the fact that I have finished this activity in one day, it has the program has looked at my project, everything together, and I was able to achieve this activity. What I was supposed to do for 5 days, I was able to do it within a day, and it has reduced the duration of my project, and the project is now 16 days. So basically what it does is when you update your project and you schedule, it automatically rearranges the dates for you as you are updating your project. It automatically rearranges everything for you. So that is why it's very important at any particular point in time, as activities are going on in the course of your project, you are updating them every day. Usually somebody will be responsible for updates, and immediately they do the update, they make sure they click the schedule so that the program can take those information into consideration, and it can rearrange those activities to suit the project as it were. All right, so that is basically how to maintain baseline and schedule your project. All right, so the next thing I just want us to look at now is how to do some formatting. At times you might not like what you are seeing on this side. You can right click them. You don't like what you are seeing on your time scale. You can, how many tiers do we have? Here we have 3 tiers. If you want 2 tiers, you can go to 2 tiers. All right, so primary, calendar, the data interval. Do you want it in weeks or in day? You can say I want it in, let's see, week. So it's a combination of week and day, day and shift, day and hour, financial year, period, quarter, final. I can say week and day is okay, which is good. We click apply. So you come here, you can see that this is the month. I mean, it's the week, and this is the day. You can say you want to leave it at 3 lines. All right, so the 3 lines, you can also change whatever you want there. When you click apply, you will see where the differences are. So that is how you can format your time scale. Okay, so then you can also format your bar. If you don't like that bar, you can format your bar. You can change the color for the baseline. So you can see this is critical remaining tasks work. That red, you can see immediately that activity was completed here. The red disappears. So basically you just format it. If you don't want to bother yourself, you leave the default settings, but if you want to change anything, you can always come here to change it. And at times some people like to see a lot of things on this place. You want to see some display, you want to change what you have here, you want to put date, you want to put activity, you want to put duration. You can always format it here. You can format it under the label, bar label. All right, bar setting, bar label. You can add on your right, what do you want to see? You want to see your, let's say you want to see your duration type, activities that are critical, anything that you want to see. Let's say start. Okay, you click apply. You understand, your activities are shown here. All right, so you can add whatever you want to see on the left, bottom left, center right, center left, right, anywhere on top. You can click whatever you want to see. Let's see, finish, click apply, and everything is meant to show for you there. All right, so that is all about formatting. Then let's quickly once again go to the printing and see what are the things that you can do under printing. Basically, we have about 4 things here. We have page setup. Under page setup, this is where you make some adjustments. If you want to change your paper to A3, you can change it to A3 from here, but A3 is not showing on my system here. I don't know why. Okay, A3 is there. Your margins, your header, you understand, you can change your header here. You can click modify. Yeah, assignment number 1. Okay, you can shift it to the center, to the edge, by Fatile, Ayodele. You can add link, you can add table, you can add a link, and so can add so many things you can do on that place. If you want to delete it, you can delete, you can cancel, you don't want that. You can add your footer, put your name there. If you want to add anything, just modify. Program of work. You can change the font. You can change the font. This is 8. You can make it bigger. You can change every, you can underline it. Whatever you are changing, you are seeing here, you click OK, everything is there. So when you print your review, you will see some of these things there. Then under options, so under options, if you don't want to see your Gantt, or it's only your Gantt that you want to see, you want to see your activity table, you can edit it here. All right, if you want to, on the right hand side of your print view, which dates do you want to be seen, you can easily put those dates on this side. You can customize your date, timescale finish to match, or whatever you want. Let's say to April. You click select, it has done that. You click OK. Let's click preview. Let's see what we have. So you can see that this is page 1 of 1. To know that it's one page, So whatever you want to see, you can use that page to format whatever you want to see on this side. Use the other side to also look at this place. Go back to page setup, you come here. All right, so you can do a lot of formatting here to suit whatever you want to do. All right, so that is print page setup, print setup. So print setup has to do with the printer. Basically, it's a property with the printer. If you want to go, you just click the property of that printer. You click advanced. You can pick the paper. You can do some other stuffs. All right, this one has to print setup is just about the printer, landscape, portrait. You can save it. Of course, the first thing I usually do is to go to my print preview and see, is this what I really want? If I don't like what I want, that is when I go to page setup to come and do the modification in this place. Okay, so immediately you think you are okay, you just click print, and your printer is selected here. If you want to print and you have a printer with you, of course you can easily select the printer that you have there. But if you want to convert to PDF, that is when you click Microsoft Print to PDF. All right, so you click OK, and the thing saves immediately. Just call it any name you like. Then whatever that interface is saved already for you. So like I mentioned in the first lecture, you can import, you can export. All right, you can export in Excel, in Word. You can export. Basically, when you are exporting to somebody, if the person has a, you need to just be sure that you know the version that the person is using, so that the person will be able to open what you want to do. All right, so you just need to be able to open it, and the person, if the person is using a version of 15.1, just save it in that. If the person is using a version higher than, we have 20 now, 21, you just click the first one. If you want to send to somebody in spreadsheet, Excel, you can do that also. If you want to do a Microsoft project, you can do that. But also the version that the person is using, you will be able to do that. So basically, the newer versions of Microsoft project is MPP actually, but this one can only export in MPX. You need something to be able to convert from MPP to MPX. All right, so then you click whatever you want to export. If you have any template, you can use that template. What are the things you want to, where are you exporting it to? Do you want a copy? Then these are some of the things that's going to enter. When you click finish, it's telling you that this is where, under documents and assignment 1 is where it's exporting those files. So you click OK, it's already exporting it. So you can use that one to export some of your documents. All right, so this one is going to take some time. So in the same vein, I'm not sure, I can't move forward until I cancel it. Let me cancel it. In the same vein, as you can export, you can also import. You can export, you can also import. Okay, let's wait for this export to finish. You can see that this our stuff is scattered. I need to sort it out. Okay, I've done that. Okay, now I want to be sure that we're on the same page. So is there anybody on the call that want to share his assignment with me? With us, don't let's say with me. Somebody, a volunteer, should share his. I want to see your pages. I want to see what you have done. Excellent. It's coming up now.
Okay.
Yes. Try and share. Click WPS.
WPS. Okay. This is WPS.
So you are in WPS. Okay.
Yes.
Click. This is not what I'm supposed. This is your view. Classic view. Okay. Now click this triangle now. This hierarchy.
Which triangle?
No, you know, under enterprise, that icon you have under enterprise. Click it. Let me see.
Under enterprise. Yes.
Yes.
The chart view.
Yes. Click it.
This is what I'm having.
Excellent. But something is wrong. The chronology is not correct.
Okay, I can do that for. I can copy that one now. What I've done today, I can copy that one now, so that if that's from a 1.5 can start from 1.1.
Yes. The chronology is not correct. The chronology is not correct. Okay, let's go to your activity. Let me see your activity.
This is my activity.
Go to the table. The icon under view.
Icon under view. This is.
Okay, so click the next one, the one that has the Gantt.
This activity network. Is it the Gantt chart? Which one? The table, Abi? Under view.
Yes. We have table, then we have, yes, we have table. Let me see, just a minute. Let's look at your, go to layout. Let's change this layout. Go to view.
Okay.
Click view now.
Open layout.
Yes.
Which one should go to?
Layout. Open layout.
This layout now. From layout, we have open layout, save layout, and save layout.
Open.
Yes.
I'm not seeing what you are seeing. Just hold on. Okay. I'm going to ask you to save. Not save. Open layout. Not save layout as. Open. Okay, so yes, are you on? You are on that? Okay. Go to classic. We have do it again.
Under view layout. After the layout, we have open layout, save layout. We have to go to open layout.
Yes.
Okay. We like to save the change to this layout. Yes. Country.
Yes. I was saying no. So no.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, go to classic EPS WPS. Click it and let's see.
Open up, apply and open.
You're on that classic EPS layout.
I saw classic EPS WPS layout.
Click that one first.
Okay.
Click apply. After you have clicked it.
I've clicked apply. You can see my screen now.
Not yet. It's still the old one I'm seeing.
It has shown the activities now.
Okay. Okay. Now go to, okay, I want to remove them. Okay, go to view. I want to remove this your display open project. Show at bottom.
Show on bottom.
Show on bottom. No,
Okay.
just put details only there. Click details.
Only details. Okay. Okay. It has shown now.
Let me see. I've not seen it. Won't be rolling. So that graph has gone there. Abi?
Yes.
Okay, so I think so you can see that the mistake I made, you also made it. The start date, this start date from the beginning, you didn't pick the start date. The start date is showing today. It's not supposed to show today. Anyway, it's supposed to show today because it's today where we are doing it. It basically gives you the date of today. But for the purpose of doing that assignment, you need to now change these dates. You need to change this date. But note that if you want to change dates on WPS, it will not answer you. It will only answer you when you go to the dates, the activities. Then I can see that this your view is also okay. Let's go back. Go back to view and click classic schedule layout. So that we are in W. Go your layout. Yes, open.
Open layout.
Open, yes. Open layout.
Okay. You have to see the change to layout.
Classic. Will you like to save? No, don't save anything. Just say no.
Okay.
Pick a classic schedule layout and click apply.
Classic schedule layout. Okay. Apply.
Click.
Click open on.
No, just close it. You have done that. Close it.
Okay.
Now when you close it, then have you closed it?
Yes.
Okay. Go to activity ID. Click that box. Then the arrow is supposed to come out.
Activity ID. Where is it?
Just hold on. I'm not the screen is freeze. You can see under classic schedule layout this activity ID. Click it. I want to sort your ID. The thing is upside down. Oh yeah, click it.
I'm doing that.
Just continue to click it. It's not or maybe the way you sorted it out is, I don't know. Everything is messed up. Okay, so what we can do, can you right click? Let's sort it. Just right click. Right click.
I've done that.
I'm not seeing your screen yet. Just hold on. So please, this session is basically.
Well, I think. Sorry, please. I think this activity ID, that triangle arrow, it should just click open.
You should do that. Try and do that. It should sort it for you. That's this activity ID. Just continue to click it. It should sort it for you. You should sort it. So any other person, please. I want somebody else to share their screen. I want to see what they have done.
So what my problem is doing the what's it called, the link, the relationship.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. So
for the question 1.4.
Let me open it. Yes, go ahead.
So I'm not able to do, when I click on relationship, I'm not able to do for, I don't know why it's not bringing everything in real time. But this successor and the predecessor that I've been able to do is bringing it based on 1-1 like this.
Okay, so now let's do something. You've clicked. You have not done anyone, Abby. Let's start from initiate. Click.
Okay, I've done that one.
Okay, which one have you not done now?
Okay, I think it's wrong. Or maybe I'm just doing nonsense because this is it. It's showing me.
It's there now. So when it comes, you just check the relationship. You understand? You check just a minute. You check the relations. You immediately you pick that thing. You check the relations. SS, FS. You pick it. So let's do it together. So let's go to the next activity.
Okay.
Yeah? Let's go to the next activity.
Okay, this one.
It's there now. Everything is there. Let's go to the next one. It's there.
I think I did the wrong thing. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe
So if you have done the wrong thing, what you just do is when you click that particular player successor or predecessor that is wrong, just delete it, remove, click remove so that you can do it again. Anyone you can see remove under anyone that is wrong, just click remove. Then you do it properly, you do the right thing, you assign whatever you are supposed to assign there.
Sorry, can I just do it beginning again?
Go ahead.
I think maybe I just
go ahead.
Okay,
so anybody on the call that just go ahead. Let's look at it together.
Okay, let me just delete this. So for the first one, which is this?
Yes, that's 100. So the successor is 200. So click 200. Then you click plus, right? So you change it to SS. You change it to SS. So you use your cursor here. You move to 200. You come to the left here.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll now go to successor again. Okay, let me delete this.
Delete whatever you want.
So I'll click on 200. So now will I click on 200 or 300 to create this next one?
So you are on 200 now. So the successor to 200 is 300. So you click 300 there. Then you had. So whatever is showing you 300 is FS. It's FS. It's okay. You are done. You move to the next one straight. You move to 300 now. So on 300, just follow it like that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome.
Okay. I can stop so that someone else can share.
Right.
Thank you.
So next person is sharing for us next.
You say in the screen we should click, right?
Screen, not window. I was clicking window initially. Yes. So it's coming up now. Excellent. Okay. So the major thing I can see here now is those numbers. I'm seeing 200, 100. So what you do, click on 100 and under activity ID, click on 100 and try to sort. Click and go up, activity ID. That activity ID, come to move a little bit. So inside that box.
Is it for me or somebody else? I think I lost connection.
No. Somebody else is sharing now. Just hold on, Mr. K. Somebody else is sharing. We will consider you were out of the class. So click that box. Come to move your cursor a little bit. You can see. Okay, it's good. It's good. Let's see your network diagram. Let's see how it's looking at.
Yeah.
Yes. Something is okay, let's see. Okay, it's not showing. Let me see. Okay, go to click on assignment 1. Move your cursor to assignment 1. There you move it up. Okay, so it means okay, open WPS on the right, on the left rather. There you. Okay. Now click that network stuff.
Okay, you click that again.
Yes. Okay. Okay, I think you are good. I think you are good. So let's go back to activities. So we need to change this view. What do we do? Click there is this table and there is this Gantt. Click the Gantt. Gantt under project. Yes, click it. Okay, so I think you are good. I think everything is okay. So, Mr. You have any question before, or Mr. I want Mr. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Although when we started the class this morning, I was able to figure that out. I was the part of the assignment that I was unable to do was to get Mr. Engineer Donald the resource.
Yes.
I saw the way you did it. Okay. Also, the last part where you requested us to have the last part where you requested that we should do WBS view or something, I was unable to. I didn't understand what that means. So, and then today, when you started all the scheduling, indeed, I would say I got a bit lost because it was a pile of going back and forth when you were doing all the schedules. When you were doing it, I tried opening my own to see if I can follow you, but I realized that I would have to probably listen to the class when we're done to get a clear hang of it.
Okay, let's do it together. So,
okay.
Look at that icon on the toolbar. That icon just almost at the middle. No, not the menu. That's the menu. Come down. Move. Yes, that's it. That looks like a
like a scale.
Yes, like a time, like this thing. So is it?
Oh, the schedule icon.
Yes, just click it. All right. So the first thing you do. This is the first time you are doing this, right?
Yes.
Okay, just take note of the place where this thing is going to be stored. This log to file. You can click if you want it stored on your system. Click log to file. Check that log to file box and check it. So it means it will save here. Then you can always change that folder. Try and change the folder to where you want it to be.
Okay, let me just leave it at desktop.
Okay, good. So click open.
I have a folder for this.
Yes, click open.
I should click yes.
Yes. Okay, so whatever we do now, then click schedule now. Click schedule.
I have.
Okay, so let's see what we have. So probably like something is wrong in your scheduling. Scheduling leveling cannot proceed because circular relationship exists among following activities. Please check activity data and resolve these circular relationships. So something is wrong with your scheduling in terms of maybe all those FS, SS, FF, all those stuff, do you follow it according to the assignment?
Yeah. The first one, it was when we started the assignment that I just realized that it was SS. I had it as FS and I thought it was FS. I haven't changed that.
So that's what, if you have done that, this thing will have gone forward and the dates will have splitted accordingly. The bar will have.
So can I close this and quickly change that?
Why not? Usually, when you handle projects and they make requirements for, they said they tell you that this is what you are supposed to use for your project. When it comes to report, I mean, there are about 2 things that I've seen that people usually ask for, client ask for. For instance, okay, maybe you are handling multiple projects. You are the project manager for multiple projects and you have your project managers working under you. So what they send to you is project updates. And that's what I've tried to explain earlier. Everybody has a copy of this. They can update the progress of that project and they will send to you. So when they send to you, what you usually do is you save it. You understand? You save it under this maintain project. You understand? Maintain baseline. You save it as a baseline. And you will now assign it. You assign it.
You can't see your screen. Hey,
okay. Okay, sorry. Just a minute. Good now?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. So, from projects that I've seen and that the client usually requires, or in environments where they require this software to be used, there are some basic things. Usually, you can have people in different locations that has a copy of the project. You might not be the one that is updating it. You understand? Maybe you have guys on the field. What they can send something to you. What you just do is when they send to you a file to you like that, you first of all you import it. All right, you click next, you import. This is the name, file name. You can just so wherever you have saved that particular file that they've sent to you, you just bring it here. Okay, you click next. I didn't specify anything, so you click next. I cannot go forward because I don't have any file. Let me see if I can get a file. I don't have a file here. So you just import it. I don't have a file that I saved here. You import it. So when you import it, you save it. All right, the thing comes here when you import it. Okay, so you will now open that particular project. You will now maintain it. When the project comes, you give it a name, another baseline name. It can be a last performance update. You understand? It can be a management sign up. It comes here. So you will click close. So after clicking close, you will now come again. You will now assign. So this is the main project. Then you will now assign that particular baseline that you have saved. When you just click OK, all the updates that you have on that project is the same. The details are the same. The details have to be the same. The only difference will just be the dates. You understand? The dates have changed. Everything will just come into your project, and that is how it's important we know how to do that. That's how you just ensure you get updates from others and you bring it up to your project. Then another thing I've also seen is at times the kind of reports that you want to run, the kind of reports that they ask you to run. Just a minute. They usually ask for curves, resource curves. Then they ask for curves, S curve. That's the word I want to say. So that S curve is basically the relationship between the duration in your project and costs. The relationship between your project and costs. Let me see. I'm just looking for reports now. The relationship, that's the S curve. So the S curve shows the relationship between your project and the costs. Okay, reports. So basically, what you just there's a lot of reports that you have here, depending on whatever report that is being required from your project. There are a lot of reports here. Let me see one that is relevant to what we are doing. So under report, to get your report, you come to tools, then you come to report. At times you can also use report wizard. Okay, so that report wizard, what does it do is you have control over the reports that you want. Now it's not that you take default reports. Let's see what we have there. So it can be, you can create a new report or report based on previous screen displays, activity and stuff like that. Modify. So you can click the area that you want. It can be a combination of so many things together. Your activities, I want to see my activities. I want to see issues. If I have any issue on the project, I want it to come out. I want to take a report on my expenses. Even if you have budget changes, WPS milestone. So this is a wizard, and it means the report that will be given to me will be based on only whatever I have chosen. Here. All right. So unlike coming here and picking all these things one by one, it's better to use that report wizard, to be sure that you have you really run a report that shows what you need. If you are satisfied with what you have seen, you click next. So when you click next, configure selected subject areas. You can sort the columns if you want. So these are the things that will be taken care of, but unfortunately we have not implemented, we have not done anything on cost basically. So all these cost things might not really come out. All right, title report, you can create it, project and value, and then you click run report. At times Primavera runs into error. It gives you some error. Maybe when it's trying to generate that report, some of the feeds that is required, some of the columns that is required for that report is not there at times. Let's see whether we'll be fortunate now. Let's preview it first. Print preview directly to printer, email attachment. You can even send email attachment direct. All right, let's see preview. Okay, so 2 pages. You can see the report we picked. The report I picked there is and value, but we have not updated the costs. So that is why the cost is not coming out. Okay, so another thing you can do, you can use for your report is to visualize what your project is all about. Is this visualizer. Usually when it takes time, when you click it, it takes time for the thing to come up, so we'll wait for it to come up. The visualizer is a little bit do I call it user friendly, or it brings out some let me say, okay, so let's see what we have. Oracle PRIMAVERA P6 visualizer. So from there you can pick some information, and it will also display it for you. You can even do some comparison here also. So let's see what we have. Let the thing, when the thing finally opens, just a minute. Okay, so for instance, you also want to schedule, you want to compare schedules. You can click schedule comparison. When you have two schedules, you want to compare, you can give it a name, schedule comparison. All right, so when you have, this is where you can compare your baseline, I mean your activities. You have your initial program and baseline. You can compare them here. So basically, if you have a project here, this is the original, and this is the one that you have worked on. Let's see. So week one, for instance, construction. So basically you can compare projects here. Then you click add. You can see that they have the same names, but this is the original one and this is the revised project. General. Then how do you want the report to be saved? In CSV file. This HTML file is an online file. CSV file it looks like Excel. You understand? Okay, and what are the things you want to be seen in that report? General WPS information, budget, and all those stuff like that. So when you have picked it, you just click and add. All right. So when you click add, then you will now save. You click save and you click draw. You understand? You can see these are the projects you want to compare. So let's see what we have. Just a minute. So we wait for it to do whatever it wants to do. So this usually takes a lot of time before it comes out. So I don't usually come here, but it just gives you some nice visuals to compare your project. Visualizer, but it's not, the thing is not properly designed at all. It takes too much time before the thing loads. So this is 1 o'clock. That will be all for today. If you have any question, you will let me know. Assignment 1, 2 will be ready tomorrow. Assignment 2 is just some additional things. We still the same assignment that we are going to do some other things. You understand? It's still the same assignment. Just lay your hands on it. Make sure you submit it on or before tomorrow. Submit it and you upload it in the Google Classroom. Under that assignment, you turn it in, not to go and paste it in the stream section. You just turn it in. Go to that instruction, that assignment, you click under it, you will see where to submit, to turn it in. Then after turning it in, ensure you click the submit button. So if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we call it a day.